What's up, guys? It is the mighty Greenchili here, and today we're doing a Transmog showcase. As your host, Greenchili will show you unique and special Transmog sets for you to farm and wear on your character. I like making Transmogs, after all, is what I enjoy. If you enjoy this content, then be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more cool content. So let's get started, shall we? I've been waiting to do this dang set. I know it's been a while, but look at it. The August Lifemender. This set in particular has a very minty sort of look to it on the glowing side, which I admit might have been overkill. Quite literally. But regardless, it does look good. It was hard to find a good mace to fit with it, but yeah, you can say I could use an axe, but let's be honest, we all use maces because we like to smash people's faces. That's what we do when you're also a healer. Who knew, right? This set, with a nice little mask to cover your little face, and giant helm to complement your big forehead. Your very own Draenei will be very proud to wear this finest set in the land. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female, you will be able to wear this set with some pride. Plus, it just makes you look very sci-fi, because, you know, we're gonna have more sci-fi than fantasy, because this is a fantasy game. It's not like they fucked the bear, let's not get to the controversial stuff, because I'm gonna say that for another time. So, let's get started, shall we? On how do you get this set pieces, alright? Good. Alright. Here you go is this helmet. The helmet of celestial harmony, and then you have this little belt, known as the belt of Iron Prison. This stupid belt and chest piece that look very beautiful with this whole set by itself, but without them they look like shit. But regardless, to get them, you must go to the fairy land that Asmog will improve, and that is Pandaria, to the Valley of Eternal Blossoms, which Asmog improves, where you must go to the northeast of where Siege of Orgrimmar would normally be at, but above it, up when you require flying, and once you fly over there, you'll be able to find a lore walker there. Make sure you talk to him, and you'll find him very easy with this little picture right here. And once you talk to him, you can queue up for the Siege of Orgrimmar LFR. That's right, this helmet and belt in particular, it's from Siege of Orgrimmar. But you might be wondering, why LFR? Can we do it on different difficulty? Well, sadly, my friend, you're a big idiot if you fucking predict the wrong. Because look, here's Mythic, here's normal heroic, and here's LFR. Oh boy. I'm telling you, these two by themselves look stupid, but when you combine with other pieces, it looks badass. Well, technically, this looks badass too, but I'm talking about by itself. Then yeah, it looks stupid, but just look at it. Majestic. Now let's look at the bosses. Let's go to the freaking Pandaria. Should be right here to the right section. Siege of Orgrimmar. Of course, let's talk about the helmet. You have to defeat most of these bosses here until you reach it to Doc the Bloodthirsty. This little son of a bitch dinosaur that you have to DPS like crazy. And once you defeat him, then he has a chance of dropping the helmet as a token. Yeah, you heard me right, a token. Through LFR. See right here? That's a token right there. The Curse Protector. Which has a good 15% drop rate. Which is pretty much bullshit because there's a better drop one. And it's from Hellscream himself. Which, I might add, did nothing wrong. This poor Hellscream dropped this Dame helmet for a 78%. And before I go on to the fucking belt, I'm a little bit sick, so you're gonna be hearing a little bit of sniffing or little pauses, so. And if you don't like that, go fuck yourself. Because I didn't fucking brought it on purpose. So, let's get on anyways. The belt, which, before any of this, has a chance to drop from the Draenei Shamans, which of course you get about the other bosses first. Because you don't, you won't reach. These two bosses had a chance of dropping the fairy belt for a whopping 9%. And look right here. Oh my. Looks good, right? And this beautiful belt does drop from it. Quite an accomplishment, so make sure you're on LFR to sure guarantee of these two beautiful pieces. Next on our list will be the shoulders in particular. Everything else is a little bit separated, except for the shoulders. These shoulders look very cool looking on this set. These are called the Fearless Combatant Ringmail Spolders. To get these, you must go to the most ultimate best expansion, better than the fucking BFA, which is not even here. It's over here. And that's where you go to Dalaran. And then you make sure you go to the fucking to the Grey Fang Enclave, which is like south, slightly west to the Alliance little hub, right here. And once you go inside, all you have to do is make sure to talk to the very person himself, Lieutenant Surtees. Surtees has a chance of selling this awesome full set of armor, which includes the shoulder pads, for a whopping 12 marks of honor. That's right, you must get the ensemble set in order to get it. Quite expensive indeed. But if you really, really want it, then you have to get it. So make sure in the back section over here, make sure you talk to him, have 12 marks of honor ready. And sadly, it won't be the last time we're going to spend marks of honor. And might as well we talk about him right now. What the heck? That was weird. Now, let's go over to the fairy lands of Pandaria. Or, let's go to the other expansion that was even better. See these gloves? The gloves and boots, in very particular, are called the Erodar Fell Chain Gloves. And this boots is the die-cast ringmail sabatons. That's right, that's what it's called. But regardless, these two pieces are on heroic mode. Oh my. And that is going from Wars Jannar. You must go over there, head on over to Tanan Jungle, head over to the middle until you find a little gate over there, and that's where you find the very entrance of the Hellfire Citadel. You'll see a big happy portal there, so you cannot miss it. And as you're done reaching your destination, as you look up your dungeon journal and head on over to the Hellfire Citadel section, make sure the difficulty is on heroic mode, otherwise you get a different color. Now the bosses you want to make sure you take out, which, let's talk about the gloves first. Gloves drop from two bosses. One of them being Archimon, the fairy bastard here, which I know people care about some mounts and other pieces, but we're talking about the fucking gloves. They're more important. This guy has a chance of dropping it for 11% chance. Pretty low, but although it's debatable about one boss, which is from this one right here, Siege Master Martak, which is the Hellfire Assault. Sadly, I haven't really found much info on what the actual drop rate chance, but I'm presuming it's a little bit mix of low or a little bit higher than Archimon's drop rate. So it'll be a little more complex to find out. So yeah, make sure you get good buddies to blaze through it. Speaking of which, if she doesn't drop the thing, let's talk about this boss, the Iron Reaver, which has the drop the boots. That's right, this is where you get your boots. Well, you can't see it because I'm wearing a kilt, but look over here. Ooh. These freaking boots are called the Erodar Fell Chains. Wait, that's not it. Die-cast ringmail sabatons. That's what I meant to say. And these boots has a whopping chance to drop from the Iron Reaver for 9% chance. Very much a low chance compared to the gloves. So yeah, your chance of getting it is a little bit mixed. So yeah, good luck on that, on your very adventure of a lifetime. Now let's continue onwards. About the chest and pants, which, yeah, they look like they're the same set, which they are. a recolor the Tier 2 Hunter set, except it's a nice color that looks way better, in my opinion. The pants in particular are called the Emerald Scale Greaves, and the chest is called the Shard Encrusted Breastplate. Very mighty indeed. Let's talk about the chest piece, shall we? The chest piece can be found all the way to the very Outlands. The least favorite expansion. Head over to Terracar Forest, and all you have to do is when you go over there, make sure you go to the bottom down of Terracar Forest, and you will find a northern. Did I say northern? I meant that's where you found Arkandun. But make sure you go to the northern section from the map of Arkandun, because in the middle of Arkandun, from the north, you'll find the very entrance, which is known as the Manatomes. That's right, my friends. We are going to the Manatomes from the ye olde yonder days, which is right here. And it can be any difficulty because on normal mode it does drop guaranteed. But what bosses, you wonder? Well, let's look at that. Luckily, the chest drops from only Tavarok. This big crystal beast, which first you have to at least get past this guy, at least optionally, at least from my experience. But once you take out this guy, he has a chance of dropping it for a whopping 2%. That's right, you're more likely to get yourself a bloody nose from Pick Your Nose than you're likely going to get this damn chest piece. So yeah, make sure you be careful on your travels, because if you're a level, level 80 player doing this on normal mode, you're going to get fucked. So make sure you keep an eye on the difficulty. Heroic mode, it will just be locked, next day. So if you're impatient, be smart. Alright, let's talk about the pants, which can be found by the very Hillsbrand foothills right here. But to find them, which you might be wondering which boss dropped it, and that'd be Captain Scarlock, or Scarlock, or whatever. Yeah, these pants are in particular are dropped from this raid. Did I say raid? I meant dungeon. And that dungeon would be back in Burning Crusade. Just joking, it'd be back to this Burning Crusade over here. Make sure you go to Kalimdor, head on over to Tanaris, and then make sure you go to the east side, inside the Caverns of Time. And then once you go inside to the Caverns of Time area, make sure you head to the left area, and you will find the little area section on the map where you will find the entrance way to save Thrall. That's right. This whole dungeon is about Thrall, a character who was once beloved, became the most overpowered Mary Sue, let's say that. Of course, you had to take down Lieutenant Drake, escort Thrall, and then finally reach up to Captain Scarlock, who sounds like a sadistic maniac, which he is. So, of course, he drops the pants, and the pants that are chance of dropping is for a whopping 6% chance. A lot lower than the chest piece, you think about it. But then you realize, no, it's actually a little higher. And you look in your little list, and you're like, oh, it's actually 2% chance, and this is 6. Well, might as well do the pants first, because the pants are much easier. Yep. And you know what's funny? The chest of pants, they're both dropped from the second boss of their own respective dungeon. Who knew? But carry on. Let's talk about the weapons of choice. This mace in particular looks very beautiful indeed, right? Well, this very weapon here can be found from a special raid, and this raid is sadly on LFR. And yes, from the looks of the appearance, it's definitely from Deathwing himself, or at least it looks like it's from it, and you must go to Kalimdor, head on over back to the east side, inside of the Caverns of Time area, and then once you go inside, head over to the Dragon Soul entrance, but do not go inside the entrance. Instead, on the right section from it, the portal before you enter, you'll find an NPC, and this NPC that looks like a high elf, but is actually a bronze dragon. Talk to her and she will take you to the LFR version. And luckily there's only 2 wings, which is like 6 bosses, I think. At least last I checked. Let's check it out. Which is from the Fairy expansion, Calism. The best raid. Look at C, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, oh, it's 4 bosses. Never mind. So yeah, 4 bosses. 4 bosses. So make sure you pay attention on that. So of course, on the second wing, it's from this boss, the first boss of the second wing, Ultraxian. This boss has a chance of dropping the weapon. Make sure it's on LFR. It doesn't show LFR, but it does used to have it. Otherwise, you get a different color of it. So that's why you go to LFR version instead. And the chance of dropping the mace is a whopping 34% chance. Pretty high compared to the next weapon on the list. And you wonder what it is? Hey, get back up. And you don't wonder what it is? That is right. And that is the shield. This shield has a chance of dropping you from a particular boss, and that is from the worst raid in the entire game. All the way from the worst expansion, Northrend, on the Storm Peaks. And then you have to head north to Storm Peaks, fly slightly up to the slope, and you will find a broken bridge, and up above that bridge, you will find a big entrance to a big building. Once you go inside, you'll be in Oldar in no time. And then once you go in there, check on your journal, go to Oldar, and make sure, oh look at that, no need 10 and 25 men anymore. Good job. So you might be wondering what boss you have to take out. Well, first you gotta take out this guy, that one, that one, that one, this one, and then beat the shit out of this guy, and then finally reach the Holdier. He has a chance of dropping the damn shield. And you're wondering, what's the drop chance of the shield? His chance of dropping the shield is a whopping 11% chance. It's just even lower than the weapon. And almost as low as the gloves, which is pretty weird. You think about it, they are connected. Is this some kind of conspiracy theory? I have no clue. I'm not even bothering even asking because it's quite sci-fi. So I'm a little sick today, but here it is. I show you where to get them, and it was definitely quite a journey. And it will be a journey once you do try yourself. Thank you guys for watching. Had a wonderful day. Until next time, guys. Peace out.